Chelsea 2, Wolves 4. 2 losses on the bounce. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. What's going on, people? Welcome back to League M for the match review. Chelsea 2, Wolves 4. This was a game where it was imperative that we give a better showing, that we show that the loss from last time out was just that, a single loss, but the players did not show up the way that we expected them to. The game started off shaky. There was a couple of times where we gave away the ball and we could have gotten punished severely for it. And you could say that that was a sign of what was going to happen throughout the whole game. There were so many mistakes in that game. I actually think the score flatters us. I think if Wolves were more clinical, it would have been much worse. Now, in the first half, it looked like we were going to settle more into the game after the few shaky moments that we had. We were applying a bit of pressure. Nkunku had a good chance to put us 1-0 up early in the game, and we actually managed to score a bit later on. Cole Palmer with a beautifully worked goal. That was a great assist from Caicedo. And just as we were giving him all the praise for that wonderful assist, in mere moments, gets isolated in the midfield, loses the ball in midfield, and we concede a goal to Matheus Cunha. Couldn't even celebrate for 5 minutes, guys. What the f? And after that, it was a very open game in the first half. As soon as the goal went in, our play was a bit nervy. We kept making more mistakes, giving the ball away, and we could have gotten punished. And we eventually did. We conceded a second. The players caught in transition. A lot of players out of position. Thiago Silva was exposed. There was not much he could do. He had no backup. Another deflected goal. What more needs to be said? We still started the second half very shaky. We almost conceded a goal in the first few minutes of the second half. Wolves were starting to smell blood. They applied pressure, and we did ourselves. We had our fair share of chances. We tried to get forward. Sterling had a chance of his own where he could have gotten us back into the game early on if he had just been on target. Anyway, if you ask me, there was actually a better option for Chilwell to choose. There was someone just through on goal. Chilwell could have just squared it in for the tap in, or maybe it was offside. It was a much better showing offensively this game than the last game, I must say. However, we still made so many mistakes. We were not clinical when we had to be, and in an open game like this, when you miss your chances, there's a great chance that you might get punished at the other end. Conceded a third goal, getting caught out in transition. Horrible. It was honestly just a horrible showing defensively from Chelsea. And just when you thought things could not get any worse, Malo Gusto concedes a penalty. I think Gusto was just off game today. Some of the mistakes, he was the culprit. There was a moment where he lost the ball in midfield and he had to recover to get it back. He gets it back and in just mere moments concedes a free kick. Later on, he concedes a penalty. We go 4-1 down. The game is done. I couldn't foresee any comeback, which is actually sad. We pulled one back, Thiago Silva scoring a header from a corner, but it was already too late. Gallagher had a chance to score the goal into an open net had he just lofted it over the players on the floor. That's just how it went for us. So many mistakes, so many things going wrong. This spells problems for Chelsea because the last month's hard work has been undone. We went from being 4 points away from the top 6 to, I actually don't know how many now. We're going further down the table. We are out of the top half. This does not instill any confidence going forward. Now, what could this mean for Chelsea now going forward? I think the meltdown from the fan base has already begun. I think people are now starting to call for Poch's head. People are tired. I myself, as much as I don't want to admit this, as much as I want him to solve the problems, I want him to find solutions to coach himself out of the rut that he and we are in. I just don't see that happening. So it's a vote of no confidence from me as well. We have Aston Villa in the FA Cup replay midweek, and we have Crystal Palace in the following game week. The Monday night fixture under the lights at Selhurst Park. Just after that, Manchester City at the Etihad. I do not feel confident. I do not feel confident at all for the other fixtures coming. I hope, I am on my knees. I'm praying that we turn this around. But for now, I just do not see that happening. It's very possible that Posh might have lost the dressing room, and when that happens, you know what happens when that happens. It's over, essentially. I think I'll end it here. Please let me know your thoughts with regards to the whole situation. Do you want Posh out? What is next for Chelsea? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're new. And thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Keep it M.